England and the Age of Exploration will come in relatively late. John Cabot will explore northeast coast of North America. Um, However, Henry VII will not be interested in colonization since that exploration did not produce any gold or silver. The first permanent settlement for the English will not be founded until 1607 in Jamestown, Virginia. However, tens of thousands of Englishmen will come to the eastern coast of North America in the 17th and 18th centuries. Far more English will come to the New World than France, Spain, and Portugal. The slave trade, or asiento, that I alluded to earlier, is going to first be introduced by Portugal, our first age of exploration nation, and they will introduce slavery into Brazil to farm the sugar plantations. After 1621, the Dutch West India Company will transport thousands of slaves to the New World. And then in the 17th century, the England Royal African Company will enter into the slave trade. They will facilitate a huge influx of African slaves into the Caribbean and North America. By 1800, blacks are going to account for about 60% of Brazil's population and about 20% of the U.S. population. An estimated 50 million Africans died or became slaves during the 17th and 18th centuries. However, some of our black slaves are going to go to Europe, example, places such as Portugal. However, in Europe, blacks were seen as exotic and highly prized in certain areas. They were it was a differing role of slavery in Europe under this first Atlantic system. Generally, slaves were house servants or package carriers, or the carriers of goods for people. This was seen as a status symbol that you could afford to have a black slave who could carry your packages for you when you were shopping, or carry your bow if you were a man that was hunting. And so it was seen as a prestigious symbol of someone's wealth. The American form, in quotations here, air quotes, the American form of slavery existed in Mediterranean sugar plantations at this time. So that concept of slavery is going to be the one taken on by Portugal, who introduced slavery into Brazil, into the farm of sugar plantations. And this form will be taken in to the Mediterranean sugar plantations. Next talk will be the Columbian Exchange, putting the commercial revolution and the age of exploration together, and then ending Unit 1.3 and the end of Chapter 2 in Kagan.